Welcome to Go Fund Yourself. Watch up-and-coming entrepreneurs step into the spotlight to pitch their businesses to you. This is interactive TV. Like what you see? Scan the on-screen QR code with your mobile device and invest in these businesses in real time.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Another round.
You decide whether to help these entrepreneurs' dreams come true or tell them to go fund yourself.
I could see this thing being a worldwide hit.
Meet the Titans, ready to ask the questions you, the investors, want answered.
How do you make money?
Creator of Go Fund Yourself, Rory Carson.
It makes sense to crowdfund something like this and get in now.
Jason Waller.
Can't tell you what to do, but this is a lottery ticket.
David Meltzer.
Things will go viral very quickly.
This isn't just entertainment.
Because there is a huge opportunity.
With the money that you raise, what will you do with it?
I love this.
This may be one of the best deals I've seen.
And now, it's time to go fund yourself. Joining our Titans today are entrepreneur, speaker, and advisor Maya Komaroda and co-founder and president of LaunchBoom, Will Ford. And here to pitch an ancient game with a high-tech twist is Scott Thomas Peterson, founder of P3 Creativity and inventor of Torx. And with him is five-time world champion racquetball player Rocky Carson.
As you'll often hear, people say, don't give up. And I haven't given up. And I just keep plugging away so that we can launch a new sport, which I think is a very ambitious effort. This is going to blow up and be huge. The future takes flight with Torx. My name is Scott Thomas Peterson. I'm a toy inventor, game inventor, and a sport inventor. I'm here with world champion racquetball player Rocky Carson. And we're gonna rock your world with this new invention called Torx. I'm a racket sport enthusiast, and so my first love was badminton. As a kid, we used to play in my grandparents' backyard. So fast forward to me as an adult, with my kids, I'm like, okay, let's play some badminton. Got out in the front yard, set up the net. It was too windy to play. It was just awkward. I'm like, there's gotta be a better form of badminton. And there really wasn't. So that sparked my inventing spirit, if you will. I'm like, I could develop a better bird, and I have. It's a 5-winged, streamlined propeller bird that you can hit with tennis rackets. If tennis and badminton had a baby, it would be Torx. A Torx starts with a toss, takes off with a racket, with a big shuttlecock. Because size matters. Traditional badminton birdies don't do well in the wind. So with Torx, it's gonna blow you away and not get blown away.
See, Dave, I told you size matters. He was waiting all show for that.
One of the big things I really have enjoyed coming from a professional racquetball background is the aggressive, strategic, and physical aspect of this game. Obviously behind us, we're playing on the beach most of the time. We've played at the parks, on the grass, as well as even on the asphalt. So that's what I love about that most, is the flexibility of being able to take a game and put it anywhere you want.
Well, can I toss you a bird?
Yeah.
And he catches a question.
Oh, and he caught it. Dave?
Yeah, I'm
Dave,
ready.
are you ready?
I'm ready.
Right there.
Good catch.
Scott, this is such a cool design.
Thank you.
I really like this shuttle. I assume, like, do you have like a utility patent on
Yes,
this?
we do. It's patented and trademarked.
I mean, it just feels cool.
Thank you. Thank you. And it's underhand.
we throw it back to you.
It's underhand, but you can give it a.
You gotta underhand it. See, you gotta like
You have to
that.
underhand
See,
it?
There it is.
see, underhand it.
I love it.
Rocky, I have a question for you. What is it about Torx that you felt, coming from a professional racquetball player, that gave it the, I think, attention of yours and participation of yours for the future?
Yeah, no, what I loved about Torx is it kind of reminded me a little bit of racquetball and the physicality of it. And I think that's what a lot of competitors and other athletes are going to get attracted to. Then you also have the scoring aspect and the competitive aspect of what we're doing as players, that, hey, not only is it a game, but we're scoring this, and not only do I want to play, but I want to kick your butt as well.
Yeah.
And we have an app that actually scores it a little bit differently, that allows for rallies and the length of a rally to be scored. So it pretty much times the rallies as if you want to do it that way as well. And kind of unites the whole Torx community to bring them together.
On the business side of this, have you guys had any revenue? Have you sold any of these products? Is this brand new? Where are we at with that?
You know, we're kind of pre-revenue from the standpoint. We're still kind of refining the equipment set and the play patterns. And one of the big things was getting the database connected to the app, because we think that's going to be a key engagement feature.
But you've had success in the past with other inventions.
My squidivers.
How many of those did you sell?
We sold 2 million units of these. I've licensed it to swimways.
And what is that?
It's a pool toy. So you throw it in the pool and the kids swim down and get the squidiver off the bottom of the pool.
I'm pretty sure I bought one of those.
So you have some squidivers?
I think I was one of your 2 million buyers.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for your support.
But you understand the marketing and distribution in that respect.
Yeah.
How can I buy the product? How do I get my hands on this?
Well, we have a website, torx.tv, and I think a Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign could be a great way of finding early adopters that want to find something new and they want to get involved.
That's a great idea. I agree with you 100%. And I'd love to help support you there if you are serious about going big on Kickstarter.
Yeah, we want to do that. That's our goal.
What's your vision for this 5 years from now?
To be in the Olympics.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
It's better than breakdancing.
How much are you looking to raise?
Good question.
No, we want a good answer. We know it's a good question.
You know, I'm getting costing from the factory and trying to figure out what that next minimum order is going to be. So, you know, $50,000 is probably in the ballpark if we want to, you know, economies of scale. The larger the order, the more, the lower the per unit cost is. So we're kind of evaluating it. We'd obviously like to have a marketing budget to be able to. So that could be another 50,000, so 100,000 potentially.
It's really interesting because there's great vision in everything that you're saying, but as feedback for a company, I think it's really necessary for you to know if you're coming onto the show that I would like this. I don't know if it's help or whatever, because what happens from this side.
And this is what it gets me.
Right. When you're here, let's get really specific. When someone asks you a good question, like how much are you raising, then know what that is and confidently, not like that's instilling confidence in me.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. And I was going to start trying to, drag these things out of you. Like, for example, what does it cost to manufacture them? And what's the lead time? So if we'll put you on Kickstarter tomorrow and you got a whole bunch of orders, how long are those people going to have to wait to actually get delivery? So these elements of your business, you need to know them cold so you can actually get started, because we'd like you to be able to leave here with having accomplished something. Instead of just educating us on, okay, this is a cool idea.
Really cool.
It looks like it's, you could really grow this thing into something, but what's step one and what's step two and what's step three? And that doesn't seem to be well defined. We believe that this is a product that's going to sell. So we want to help you get there. Will is an expert at this. So let me start with that first question. How long does it take to manufacture? If we place the order today, how long does it take to get?
60 days.
60 days. How long does it take to develop a Kickstarter campaign?
Honestly, with this type of product, I'd like to see us spend at least 2 months preparing for the launch, because I think this could raise a lot of money.
Okay, so there you go. You could probably, and if you can get payment terms on it, then you can get started today. So you're going to leave here with a business plan that you're going to be able to execute on. Then you're going to come back and you're going to say, okay, look what I did over the past 6 months. Now I'm ready to go raise $3 million. And people are going to scan that code. You're going to get the money because you've proven that it works. And more importantly, you can prove that you can execute. You did a great job in producing it and manufacturing it, but now you've got to execute the business, right? And we want to be able to help you do that. Will, on your experience, there's probably an upper limit in terms of a price point for a product like this. What do you think that is?
I think we're looking at, honestly, $200 to $300.
Really? Okay, that's
I was
really
thinking
good.
$199.
So now that we know that, what does it cost you to manufacture this?
Well, at the smaller quantities, we're able to land these for roughly $10 a tube with the birds and packaging. The rackets, these are carbon fiber, pretty high performance rackets. The costing on those is roughly $45, $50, and we're marking them up. And we're still costing out some of the equipment to try to figure out what's the, that sweet spot of what works and functions, but we want high quality stuff. We don't want, kind of low
Do you see
cost.
people using their own rackets though?
Well, yes, and you can use your own tennis racket. So if you have a tennis racket, you don't need to get a racket.
Okay, so they're in the range of a profitable product at that price point and what it's going to cost them to manufacture.
Definitely.
Okay, so then you just need to get this thing launched. You need to place an order, get with Will, get some pre-marketing done, and get out there and do it. Excellent. Well done.
It went wonderful. I'm still processing all the feelings and to have the positive reaction and some great feedback in terms of what I need to do to move things forward. And kind of just reminded me that I need to get my ducks in a row a little bit more to be taken seriously more as a business person versus, you know, an entrepreneur or creative guy that's come up with this cool thing. So that's the blessing of being here. And
so Will, this seems so totally up your alley. Can you grow this guy's business?
Yeah, honestly, I think, the best way to create accessibility and to help him create funding is to go pre-sell thousands of units on Kickstarter, which I'm confident we can do. And then that's gonna hopefully get a bunch of early adopters in there playing the game, posting about it on social media, and then potentially give him the capital to continue to grow and scale from there.
Do you think this is something that could take off?
Definitely.
With Will's help with something like this thing flies.
Just don't have Will throw it.
No.
I think Torx looks like a lot of fun. I would definitely love to play that with all my friends.
Torx, it looks cooler than tennis. I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I'm curious to try it.
If you like what you see, go ahead and scan that code. Scan that QR code.
Scan that code.
Don't forget to scan the QR code.
Go fund yourself.
For this next pitch, our Titans have enlisted the help of author, business strategist, and coach Sean Dill, as well as returning guest Titan Maya Komaroda. And here to introduce a new mental health and lifestyle app, Zulni, is Fabian Auger.
I'm the creator, the founder of Zulni. It's an app designed by neurodivergent people for anyone who's grappling with emotional overwhelm. Hi everybody.
How you doing?
Hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. My name is Fabian William Auger, and I'm here to talk about Zulni. Before I jump into my app, I'd like to talk a little bit about myself. I'm on the spectrum of autism. I've lived all my life with ADD and OCD and bipolar disorder. I spent the last decades talking to therapists, conversation with researchers, neurodivergent peers, and with my own life experience, I wrote a book, Born in the Wrong Chair, right here. And I felt terribly alone in this journey. And I didn't want others to feel as alone as I felt. So I decided to create a tool, a digital companion, and it's called Zulni. What it does, Zulni, 5 features, journaling for reflection and regulation. It gives you daily prompts as well, empowering daily prompts based on what you shared last time. So it could be yesterday, last year. It will remember where you are, so it helps you continue in the journey. Zulni will also have built-in tools for calming your mood, such as meditation music and binaural beats. We also have biosensor integrations with companies such as Aura, Fitbit, Garmin, Apple Health. Those apps, they record your heart rate and you don't know the why. My app will ask you and will tell you, post 4 p.m. you had a meeting and a drop in your heart rate. Would you like to share about what was the heaviness about it? Another feature is actually matching you with a therapist network. The app is designed for anyone who's grappling emotional overwhelm. People talk to chatbot. It's very good, it's very powerful, but it's neutral. It stays very positive. My app will not necessarily disagree with you, but my app will definitely point out where you have a shortcoming and where you should work on. Questions so far?
How much have you invested in the app so far, and how much do you need to complete it?
I've invested with my own money close to 100K. I'm looking for 500K, broke down in 3 phases. The first one is to offer the freemium that is in beta testing already functioning. The phase 2 is developing all those partnerships, this integration, and developing also the built-in tools for meditation music and binaural beats. And the phase 3 is scaling.
Have you ever done this before? Have you ever built an app and marketed it before?
No, I haven't. I have a background in business, marketing, and international finance. I used to own a restaurant in New York.
Well, that probably qualifies you to do almost anything, right? I would think.
Kind of.
Yeah, become an expert at life. Yeah, but do you have someone on your team that's working with you that has experience in actually launching a mobile app, especially one like this?
Yes, I'm working with a developer that works for a pretty big company in tech. We're really building together the back end based on all the researches that I've done, my life experience.
So is there data behind that supports those results? And are you concerned that the app could be providing information or recommendations that could ultimately turn out to be harmful to certain people? Are you concerned about that?
I am not, because the app, we're building it to be compliant with all the safety. It will be, we have cybersecurity as well. Your data are very private. This is your safe space. And it doesn't replace a therapist. It actually can lead to a therapist. It will not diagnose you as you're on the spectrum. It will guide you to really understand why you had a drop in heart rate, why you had a trigger, and gives you a tool to untrigger that.
You know, this really does bring up a large concern, because there could, if you're not very careful, be some sort of a liability attached to that when somebody wrote, "I'm having suicidal thoughts," and they were having a conversation with your app, or "I wanted to hurt my coworker," or so there is and especially because you had mentioned earlier that it was going to have the ability to access therapists, right? So now, once we've done that, we are definitely now providing healthcare. Now we've introduced, compliance, privacy, HIPAA, all kinds of things, which I think will take you far beyond the $500,000 in development. In my mind, if I were you, I would just stay far away from that. Like, we don't do, your answer should be, we don't do that. But I feel like you're kind of in that space a little bit.
Yeah.
When you touch about all these things, it's definitely a concern. But there's also limits that we don't touch. And that's the reason why that it can direct you to a therapist and also make you see life in a positive way.
Another concern I have is, if it has therapists, is that a conflict of interest? Is the app designed to drive me to use your therapists that are available on the app? I'm not saying I have the answer, if so, but I would wonder why, big apps like BetterHelp wouldn't have that, like just AI me into my therapy and then get me to do that. I want to be very clear, I love the concept. I just think that we're walking a fine line, and I would hate to go down a road, because this is something that's fairly easily leave-outable.
Well, merely providing access to a directory of therapists.
No, but he's talking about the therapists were available through the platform.
No, not necessarily. I'm not building this app to be biased and to receive money by therapists and recommend. This is not what I'm doing. It's really a part of how do you make sure negative emotions don't pile up. One of the best tools is sharing it. Talking. Lately, I've been talking to a lot of moms, and I've learned so much about their discontent. They're not happy with their partner. They feel unseen. They have no one to talk to. And the core of the app is really here.
I love that way better. And we have a really cool app that allows you to journal and interact with your journal for prompts.
That's what it is.
Super benign, but not benign like it won't work. Benign like it's from the healthcare standards, right? Like I like that a lot better.
Thank you. That's the main feature of the app. That's the main function.
So, question for you. You were sharing, the journaling prompts will support you to think a little bit differently, ask questions to support you to these particular people. Is this guided by AI, or is it guided by your methodology in the book?
Very good question. Thank you very much. So it's guided by all of them. It's guided by AI, but we train the AI to go research the right information, what it relates to.
Based on your methodology?
Yes.
And then do you have any data to support your methodology right now? Like, have you taken a group of people through it live in person that now you're saying, oh, I have these results
Or do
live
you have
in
a
person?
PhD or any of that stuff?
Yeah.
I don't have a PhD, but I'm enrolling in a PhD. I'm in the process of getting my thesis approved. I've spoken to maybe 100% researchers in every mental health fields. And I've talked to neurodivergent kids and also adults to understand what's going on.
I love your mission, I love your passion, and I love what you're bringing. And you know, definitely there's a need. What I found is it's really important to have substantiated data from yourself and your own methodologies. Like, I actually brought my methodology to a core group of people and it resulted in a change in their life of this degree is really important prior to, like, you don't build iPhone 16 before you build iPhone 1. And so getting started and bringing together a group of people with your methodology and AI to prove your minimum viable concept is so important.
Thank you.
This is something that needs to see the light of day, and I really hope that happens.
Very good.
Terrific. Good. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. I just poured my heart out into my pitch. They asked me great questions. They had great concerns. They grasped the essence of my app, who it can help. I want people to hear my message. I want people to try my app. I want to start helping people.
I love this idea. Classic case. If it was an interactive journal for neurodivergent individuals, home run. But then we start getting into it's going to guide you here and we have to have the audio. Listen, I could do without all of that and it would be a success, right? Think about, like, on your iPhone, the Notes app. It just does one thing. It does it well. And this fills a need. And if he could fill that need and do one thing and do it well, I love this.
Well said.
I think the Zulni app is very beneficial and I can see a lot of people using it.
Cool. Yeah, I like this app a lot. Yeah, sounds cool.
I know a lot of people that need the Zulni app now.
Don't forget to scan the QR code.
If you like it, scan that code.
Scan that code.
Go fund yourself.
Go fund yourself.